Bob, I'm home. Hey, buddy, what's going on? What you been up to all day? Yeah? Anything good? Nope. Did you clean? Yes? No? What you want? Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. I'm just tossing my shoes off, walking through the door. Yeah? You too? You don't say, buddy. You don't say. So yeah, this video. Just dropping all my stuff on the floor right now. Whew, it's really raining outside. It's just getting home at 6 o'clock at night. It really is not that bad, but now that the time has changed, when I leave work at 4:30, it's practically dark already. So, with this video, I want to introduce Bob. All right, Bob, just do what you normally do. So, as this video states, that is Bob. And the story behind Bob is actually very interesting. That was a little too complicated. So the story behind Bob is actually very interesting. I don't know how close this is to my face right now. I usually don't record this way. But I just wanted to introduce the cat. You will be seeing him in a lot more videos. Hopefully doing things more interesting than eating. He likes to hang out in our room upstairs. But Bob showed up when we first moved into the house. I was unpacking the truck and I felt something behind my foot. So I thought it was a box and I ended up kicking back with my heel and totally disregarding it, forgetting about what just happened. And next thing I know, I feel it again. Now this time I actually turn around and look at the floor. And the reason I kicked back before was because I thought it was a box. And I didn't want to turn around with other heavy boxes holding them and trip over this other box. Well, it turns out it wasn't a box, it was a cat. And at first, he was just hanging out, coming and going, whatever, doing his own little cat things. And everyone seemed to really like him. I would Snapchat him all the time to my friends, and they're like, guys, you gotta name the cat. So as a joke, I just started calling him Bob, and it stuck. We've tried changing his name a couple times, and without a doubt, every time he just goes right back to Bob. We can't get out of that cycle. So, story behind Bob is actually kind of sad. I ended up, so for about 2 months, it was him just living outside because we thought he was just like a neighbor's cat or something. And he would just come and go. Whenever our car showed up in the driveway, he'd show up. And after some time, he just stayed at the door. We come out there every night. We play with him a little bit after work. And pretty much from there it escalated. He wouldn't really leave the house anymore. He started sleeping outside our porch, right over here outside the front. I put down, what's that stuff called? The wood chips that you crush up and throw on the ground. Whatever. The crap you put inside your garden. So he started sleeping in there. I know the word, it's like literally on the tip of my tongue. It's gonna bother the hell out of me until I say it. So he started just hanging out there and sleeping there. We started feeling bad and the weather started getting cold out. And once it started getting cold is when we really were like, yeah, we gotta do something about this. And figure out what we're doing with him. Hey, buddy. Yeah? Ugh. Let me just sit down with you. Good boy. Yeah? So I ended up taking him to the vet. Yeah. So, I took him to the vet. We wanted to take him to the vet just because he was a cat outside. We didn't know if he was a stray or not. And we wanted to get him checked out, make sure he had a good, clean bill of health before we took him in. But, actually, I'm skipping a little bit ahead. Before that, I spoke to my neighbor across the street. I actually only have 2 neighbors. One next door who moved out and one across the street. Spoke to the guy across the street because it turned out that he literally knows everything about the block and everyone that lives in this area, and it's like kind of like the development area. And he told me that literally none of these cats on this block, there are maybe, I don't know, I want to say like 10 or 12. None of these cats actually have an owner. People just end up feeding them and they just wander and all that good stuff. Bob actually has his ears clipped, so he is neutered. Well, you guys correct me because I forget which one's male, which one's female. I think females are spayed, males are neutered. Drop it in the comments below if I'm wrong, and literally destroy me in comments. But, where'd he go? Ended up that he was no one's cat. So, we're like, all right, let's take him to the vet, we'll get him checked out, see if he's chipped. If he's chipped, we'll contact their owner. If he's not, we'll take him in. We'll make him a house cat. And so I end up taking him to the vet. Get there, he checks him out. The vet predicts that he's about 3 years old, which he's actually still very young in his prime. And the cool thing was that when he was outside, all the other cats would stay out of our yard because when they messed with him, they got his claws and his teeth and everything. So he was the alpha cat out there. Take him to the vet, vet checks him out, clean bill of health, but he has a chip. So at that point, my stomach dropped. I'm like, crap, I fell in love with this cat. Yes, maybe I have a beard, but I'm a dog person. I've always loved dogs. I've never, and I gotta tell you, I never really cared much about cats. They were not anything favorite. Obviously, I love my fish, but cats were just like, whatever, I don't really care too much about them, but I fell in love with this cat. This cat was the real deal. He was awesome. He had his personality, nothing like any other cats I've ever seen or explored or met or anything. So they ended up calling the owner. I was not able to do so or speak to them because he was like part of that home again thing. They end up calling the owner. And the owner tells them, I don't care what you do with the cat. I don't want him. I gave him away. They don't know who they gave him away to, so they pretty much told me, if you want the cat, take the cat, he's a stray, get him off the streets, and obviously, we did. Right, Bob? So, he's off the streets, and the vet told us that he would probably want to get out of the house or try to get out, because he's so used to being outdoors. But honestly, ever since he came in, he stays away from the doors. He doesn't care. He loves it in here. He sleeps with us at night. It's actually really cool. But I come back home with him, and it hits me. I literally know nothing about cats. Nothing at all. Other than they purr, they eat, they like fish, they like to get into your fish tanks. Luckily, I don't have the fish tanks here yet, but I'm gonna have to watch out for that. Started doing our research. Got bit once because for those of you that have never had cats before, when a cat wags their tail, it does not mean they're happy. Complete opposite of dogs. Poosh, mind blown, didn't know that. So cats are not happy when you're petting them. Disregard that comment I just made. Cats, mouth seizure right now. Cats do not like whatever you're doing when their tail is wagging. Usually means that they're annoyed. Instantly learned that. Totally my fault that he bit me because I totally ignored when he was telling me to leave him the you-know-what alone. So that was my first learning experience, how to get on the internet and do a bunch of research. So that's where we are now. He's been in the house for about 2 months, and this cat adores us. So that's what I want to share right now is the story. Holy crap, my arm is getting really sore from holding this camera up. That's what I get for working out the day before. So that is our story with Bob. And it's not going to end there. We're going to make a bunch of different videos with him. He's going to be in them. I want to make some awesome videos because I found out this amazing thing called catnip that makes him go crazy. So we'll definitely be messing around with that. And all that good stuff. So this is a bit different of a video, but I want to introduce my new pet, Bob the cat. AKA Bobcat. Funny. A little bit. Maybe. Alright, if you guys say so. So yeah, this is what we got. Thanks guys for tuning in and meeting my new best friend somewhere over here on the floor because I can't see what I'm recording. But that's where we are. Then we're going to have a bunch more videos coming. I do have maybe like 6 or so videos planned. Got to finish doing the basement, the fish room, all that good stuff. So guys, once again, thanks for watching. If you're new, subscribe. If not, drop a comment below. That was a little quick, so I want to get out of here. Get out of my work clothes, and I'm making chili cheese fries. Alright, guys. Have a good one.